Yo, this is hilarious. Look, I haven't even walked in a room yet. I was about to walk over here. I'm not even going to be able to get back to the truck stop unless I get a ride. I'm not going to be able to get back to the truck stop. They picked me up. Well, first the woman asked, she was going to get a room up near the truck stop. They said no, because my CDL is expired right now. They said no. This woman, I gave her my, my nationality card or whatever. All right, I got the room. They brought me here on a golf cart because I was actually about to walk over here. It's no way I would have been able to walk over here at all. No way in hell. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to get where I need to go tomorrow too. So this is why Father said, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of its own worries. These are initiations, closing all portals. Closing all portals. These are initiations. Father said Father will use the enemy to persecute you, but Father will also use the enemy to entreat you well. They picked me up on a golf cart, brought me over here. Now, mind you, one night. You gotta ask yourself, one night, and I need to get out of this town. Yo, this really felt like some get out simulation. In the coming timelines, at least I get to charge my stuff and stay and upload my stuff. But yo, this feel like some get out shit. The vibe, yo, the vibe is like, cause look, if somebody was getting calls like, yo, we see this girl, she been standing on our they call theirs on our business all day. Go pick her up, offer her this, offer her that. We just want her out. But that's why I didn't stand right on the property. Because I knew I knew they would end up calling the ops if I was standing like too close. So I stood near the street. But they still don't want you around. You got to understand, they still don't want you around. It's still that get out simulation. It's still that get out shit. So look, if they got to pick you up and take you somewhere else just to get you out of vicinity, that's what's going to happen. So I'm here for one day, and Father said, do not worry about the cares of tomorrow. They shall take care of themselves. And I'm surely going to have to exercise that faith, because tomorrow I don't know what I'm going to do, because I'm not even near the truck stop no more. It's like they don't want me in the truck stops. They don't want me in the travel stops over here. So again, what do? I don't know. And look, in future timelines, my Father's children that are facing similar adverse trials, fiery trials and tribulations, it's going to be even worse. Because if everybody else is in survival mode, I'm talking about if you're not willing to become a cyborg. If everyone else is in survival mode, who you think is going to be out here to help you? This type of situation probably be rare, very, very rare in the future upcoming timelines. I'm walking. She was in a car. I'm walking. One look. They obviously they was pale skin, but they ride up in a golf cart. I didn't know. You gotta have faith for stuff. I don't know where they taking me. I'm going through backwoods. I'm on this golf cart. He take me in backwoods. Like, yo, this is not for the faint at heart. I'm telling you, this is not for the faint at heart, because the truths I speak on is touch a lot of nerves. So you don't know. But everything that I say, it's the truth. I say it impartially. I'm speaking the truth impartially. But remember, this world does not like the truth. You become a target when you speak in the truth. And that's why I always talk about the polarity. I know every other nation was set against us, but I also know Father told me that. Father said, make sure you let them know too, because you don't want to paint a picture and become, look, too much is given, much is required. And be putting that energy out there like this divisive energy. No, we have to divide. We have to understand where the division came from. We got to get to the root of that so everybody can understand that, listen, we've all been taught to hate, and very few don't. Generally don't see it because most people have a nice facade. They can hate you underneath and still have a nice facade. That's how the world runs. It's only a few that's willing to bring up the truth about this. There is hate that is stored in the DNA. Right now as we speak. It's lying below the surface until it has to come up. What's it going to take for it to come up? The truth to come up. What, 20G? More inoculations? Where people can no longer suppress the truth that's boiling, that's contained, that's suppressed, repressed, boiling in their vessels. We're in an age of truth, and all this has to come out. Again, I know both sides. I got European ancestors. I have indigenous ancestors. I know both sides of this equation. I work directly with my ancestors. I sit through the same way you go. People go to a human for a past life regression, which I call parallel life regression, until that timeline has collapsed. And then it's back to the void state. But I get those playbacks of what my ancestors went through on this land. So I know both sides. And I'm not going to sit up here and act like this shit didn't happen and keep this shit suppressed in me. When I'm literally the transmuter from my bloodline and seeing what my ancestors had to endure. And I do not understand how they endured what they had to go through. I don't. I feel like a weak ass person. I look at my ancestors as the heroes. How did you do that? How did you do that? How did my ancestors do that? I can't even fathom this shit in my head, how my ancestors endured that type of torment and torture. The little bit of persecution I received today, I don't understand it. That's why I honor my ancestors. My ancestors are my heroes. My ancestors are my heroes. I don't know how they did it. I don't understand it. And when I'm seeing this stuff that they actually went through, like, yo. But it's going to be coming out more and more and more. And if people want to suppress it and repress it, it's only going to send you to the descending world. Because that's a heavy trauma imprint that it has to be collapsed. So it'll only send a person to the descending world. Those that want to ascend, they have to address that. You got to address that. Being the most hated. The most hated nation, race of people on this earth. Coming from a bloodline of it. And being surrounded by elitist narcissist mentality, where they showed us what it was. They showed us in the movie Get Out. Hey, listen, I'll pick you up and I'll take you out of here. We just don't want you here. And again, you have to know how to. You got to know how to. You can. We have hate stored within us. But again, it's not really about that. It's about coming out of it. It's more about respect. All right, I hate you, you hate me, but are we gonna have respect? That's really what it's about. Respect. Because look, anybody that, listen, anybody that entreat a vessel of Allah, help a vessel of Allah out, whether it came from, half of the time we don't even know how we feel. You just know that you're not compatible with somebody's frequency, and we fear the unknown. We fear the opposite. We fear the unknown. So it turns into hate or contempt or dislike. That's what I receive. People not understanding, not being in alignment with my frequency. Because Father said it, you shall be hated in this world for my name's sake. Because we're vibrating more towards Allah. And Satan created this world. So we really are hated in this world. But it's not about that to me. Because to a degree, look, I was taught to hate to a degree. I was taught to hate myself to a degree. But to me, it's about respect. Again, we ain't got to like each other. We ain't got to be a compatible frequency. But you got to give me respect. You're not finna just bulldoze me out of here like you bulldozed my ancestors out off of their land. That timeline is collapsed for some of us. I'm sure they made calls like, we just take her somewhere. We just want her out of here. I'm really, for whatever reason Allah has me here, I understand it. Because I'm really feeling the get out vibes like crazy. This shit is weird. This shit is weird here in Baldwin, Florida, man. It's really like a get out vibe. So, I'm about to end this and regroup, reset, re-strategize, and back to the field again. So glory, honor, and praise to the Father in heaven, Allah, Father of the universe.